always a little difficult to go first, but we're going to do our best tonight. I want to thank everybody, first of all, for inviting the team and honoring us. It's been a great experience as we've gotten together with the different members of the team and talked about this evening. And they're very excited. They have all the pictures back when they had hair. I'd like to thank the administration for inviting us, number one. I'd like to thank God for the kind introduction, and I'd like to thank the Alumni Association for honoring us tonight. The 1976 cross-country story really began 4 years before that. It happened, the father of the team happened to give me a call one night in the middle of the summer, probably about a week before the season began, and asked me if I would come over and coach and teach the team. I don't think he realized I went to East Catholic, but I was very willing to do so. Upon my arrival, I met several really hard-working runners, most of them upperclassmen, most of them who unfortunately had not had a great deal of success in the Northwest running program. In 1973, the athletic tradition in Northwest was well established in football and basketball, but not so much in cross country or track. We set out that day in 1973 to change that. Unfortunately, we were able to do that. The story is a little bit more complicated than that, however. The first thing that we found we needed to do after the first year is we needed to recruit. And of course, Father O'Keefe was very kind to give me a number of scholarships. He was very generous. But when that failed, we went to the cash. Finally, through begging, threatening, and a sprinkling of a better grade in English, we got a full team. As sophomores, this team went from the initial record. I think we lost our first 4 meets. We won 8 out of the last 9 when we were a freshman team. First year I was here. We then went 13-3. The next year we just won a lot of meets. I can't remember how many. And we finally got to the point where we were considered to be one of the top teams in the state, at least in our own minds. As we progressed through those 4 years, I was lucky enough to come to know all of these runners very, very well. Fortunately, we managed to stay together and stay in contact, and they stayed in contact with each other. And it's been a very rewarding experience to do that. As we were recruiting these guys, first of all, we looked for talent, having found very little. One of the things that we look for, at least as a cross-country coach, especially a runner and himself a runner, the first thing you look when you're recruiting a runner is you look for somebody skinny, you look for somebody smart, and the real key is you look for somebody who really can't do much else. Fortunately, we found many of those. But the true story of this team really revolves around their character. And I say that very humbly and very much honoring this group. These guys gave up glory all the time. To this day, I still monitor the scores and the teams that win events and things of that nature. And I've never seen such an unselfish team. Most of you probably haven't been to a cross-country meet, but it usually involves 7 scoring members, and normally the 2 teams battle it out a little bit, and you'll have it evenly split in the top 7. This team, on 2 different occasions, actually had 7 runners finish first. They managed to do that, I'm not sure how, but somewhere along the course they gathered up the group and were still had enough speed and endurance to beat everyone else. They went on to their really greatest accomplishment as seniors. After a long battle with in what we call the Hartford County Conference at the time, and I know Josh is looking forward to the CCC, but a lot of us who are a little bit older remember the Hartford County Conference, and in fact, that was the power of the state, especially in cross-country and track. At the time, in 1976, when this team had their greatest moment, the conference consisted of 2 state champions and 4 state open champions, all that had been done in the last 4 years. On a particular day in October, excuse me, I think it was November, that they had their moment. They had come off a 14-1 season, only losing to Xavier by a narrow margin. They had gone into the state class meet, where they were very disappointed, finishing second. They had a couple of injuries, a couple of people that were ill, and it looked like about the end of the road, because the next race was against our nemesis Xavier, who was the 2-time defending state open champion. Fortunately enough, it was truly a team effort. I think we brought 17 kids, 7 ran.